So, who are you?
The question isn't, who am I? The question is, where am I?
So, where are you?
Your front porch.
That is the original Scream queen, Neve Campbell, as Sidney Prescott in the cult classic film Scream. 30 years later, Campbell is once again reprising her iconic role in the highly anticipated film Scream 7. Sidney is forced to confront her past when a new ghost-faced killer goes after her teen daughter, Tatum. In this clip, Sidney sits down for an interview with friend and journalist Gayle Weathers, of course, played by Courtney Cox.
You have 3 children. Tatum being your oldest, she's 17.
I'd rather not talk about my children.
Tatum is the same age that you were when this whole thing started. That must have a huge significance for you.
Like I said, I don't want to talk about my kids.
And you named your kid Tatum after the young girl who was brutally murdered all those years ago.
I named her after a childhood friend whom I loved dearly. She was the last friend I ever trusted.
Sidney, do you ever worry about passing your trauma onto your children? Or even worse, that they would be the target of future killings?
Oh.
Sidney?
Okay, Gayle, stop.
Yep. Neve Campbell is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my gosh. So I went back in anticipation of your appearance here and watched all the Screams, but I specifically focused on the first one.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it's been 30 years since you first played Sidney on the
crazy?
screen.
Yeah.
So what did it mean for you to step into her shoes once again?
I love Sydney. I love getting back into the character. And to be able to play a character over a span of 30 years, like to have the opportunity to see a character grow and live with them in that way it's a great opportunity.
So in this film, she has a quiet life, apparently. She's married with children. We met your screen daughter.
You have to say apparently because they're not letting anybody
see the film.
Which is very unusual.
We don't know, but that's what we think that you
Yeah.
have, And so how would you describe her now that she's gone through all of this trauma and now she's just trying to live a quiet life?
Well, it's a pretty bold choice for her to have a family, considering what happens to most of the people she loves, But she's decided not to let her past dictate the way she's going to live her life now, and so she has chosen to find love and have a family. But obviously, her greatest fear is that her past would come and visit her again, especially with her family. And of course, it's a Scream movie, so that happens.
I was going to say, is that a tease, or does that really happen?
Do you ever get used to it? Because every time I see the ghost-faced killer mask, it freaks me out, Neve, every single time.
Yeah.
As someone who's very familiar with the character and how it operates, do you ever get used to it? You described the first as being like summer camp.
There is.
No, thank you. But do you ever get used to that? Is it still jarring to you?
It's a very haunting mask.
Yes.
I remember when Wes Craven chose it. I remember when he was standing with the designer and prop guys, and they had like 3 choices, and they chose that one. And it's pretty amazing that it's become this iconic thing, especially on Halloween.
Yes.
But I get on set and there's a bit of a, oh, hey, old friend. And you're terrifying.
Yeah. There's a younger generation that's familiar with this film.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s baby, so some of the horror movies that I fell in love with, they don't hit the same for younger generations. This is different, though. With Scream, it's the original generation that fell in love with it, that still follows it. And then you have young people on Halloween buying the mask. I have teenagers that wore it and watched the movies.
Yeah.
What is it about this franchise?
They're good movies. They're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was really original and new the way that the first film came out. I think that the genre had become a bit dry. And when Kevin brought in sort of the meta aspect and the comic aspect and how to look at horror films itself, it added this whole other element that made it
And the
more
jump
exciting.
scares,
The
right?
jump scares and the horror and the comedy and drama.
It was a sweet blend of something fresh in the genre.
And you've gotten to know the characters.
Yeah.
So there's that as well.
Neve, you
because there's so many.
became a champion for so many women back when Scream 6 came, and you refused to participate because of the pay disparity. Why was it important for you to stand up that way? And so many people are shocked to see you back for Scream 7 because they think after you do something like that, you would think they're done and done with you.
Yeah.
Did you think that? What was your thinking?
When I made that decision, I just didn't think I could live with myself walking on set. I just didn't feel right. I just knew that my value to this franchise was bigger than what had been offered. And so for me, I needed to make that
And you were right
choice.
about that.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
you're
Did
also
you think
incredibly
they would
rare.
ask you back? Did you think they would ask you back after that?
Well, when I said goodbye to it, I thought that was it.
That was it.
You know, I knew that there was a good chance that that would be it. And yet
you
at
were
the same
okay
time-
with that?
Well, it had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sad when I knew they were having their first day of shooting and I wasn't there. I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I knew that my decision was right.
Yeah.
And when I spoke out about it, it wasn't really to sort of rally everybody. It was really just my truth at the time.
sure.
And the fact that people sort of got behind me and I got lovely support, and that was
Yes.
really nice.
And helped
I
other
do
people
feel
live in
other
that
people
truth,
need to
too.
make
Yes.
those
Well,
choices.
you are a champion in the series, and you're a champion for women all
Yes.
across this country who are fighting for the same. Neve Campbell, thank you so much. It's such an honor to meet you. Scream 7 is in theaters and IMAX this Friday. It's distributed by Paramount Pictures, of course, part of our parent company.
We hear it's good.
We hear it's very good.